This story is about St. Alderwick General Hospital, an old government hospital located a short distance away from the noise of the city. The building dated back to before independence. Its yellow walls had faded with time, and cracks spread across its broken roofs. During the day, the hospital echoed with the noise of patients, rushing nurses, and doctors calling out orders. But as night fell, the same hospital sank into a deep, terrifying silence. Short pause. At the back of the hospital stood an isolated building known as the mortuary. Only those forced by necessity ever came here. The mortuary had 4 windows. 3 were ordinary, letting in dim light, but the 4th window was always closed. Slight pause. No dust ever settled on it. No one ever tried to open it. Everyone knew something was wrong with that window. When Dr. Evelyn Carter was posted here for the first time, she was around 32 years old. She had arrived as a forensic specialist from a medical college. The confidence she learned from books showed in her voice, but the moment she stepped into the mortuary, her heartbeat quickened. Quiet tension. This was the first time she would work with real corpses. Inside the mortuary, she met Mr. Walter Hayes, who had worked there for the past 30 years. His hair was white, his back bent, but his eyes held a strange seriousness and the shine of experience. Every rule, every silence, every shadow of the mortuary moved according to his will. With him was Lucas Miller, a ward boy, careless but sharp. He sometimes broke rules, but never neglected his work. The hospital head was Dean Richard Holloway, over 60 years old, a strict administrator on the outside but soft-hearted within. He believed that not everything in the world could be explained by logic. On the night shift was senior nurse Margaret Collins, alert, quiet, and observant. She never stayed near the mortuary for long, as if that place reminded her of something. Uneasy pause. Dr. Evelyn Carter thought of this job as a routine government duty. She believed she would prepare reports during the day and return home in the evening. But on her very first night, as she entered the mortuary, Mr. Walter Hayes stopped her and said, "Madam, keep the 3 windows open, but never touch the 4th one." Low voice. Evelyn smiled and asked, "Why? Is there some story?" Walter replied seriously, "Most people come here laughing, but one day they change into silence." Pause. The words sounded like a joke, yet at that very moment, an unknown fear settled into Evelyn's heart. Years ago, a doctor named Dr. Andrew Whitmore worked in the same hospital. He was capable and did not believe in superstitions. One night during duty, he opened the 4th window to smoke. Pause. At that moment, Nurse Margaret Collins saw that as the window opened, cold air and smoke flooded inside. Dr. Andrew Whitmore's face turned pale. He stared at something unseen, slow. After that night, he completely changed, silent, disturbed, afraid. A few days later, he requested a transfer. But before the transfer, his body was found in the hospital courtyard, right below the 4th window. Beat. There were no wounds on his body, but his eyes were frozen in terror. After this incident,